She went to Spelman College in Atlanta and graduated magna cum laude. So we know we've got brains and beauty and a voice. And all of those count toward what she has done, be an international talk show host, as well as the producer, part owner. All of those things that go into make you not only an accomplished individual, but something no one can take away from you. The Rolonda Show was produced by King World and her company, Watts Works Productions. It lasted for 4 successful seasons. She began her television career in Greensboro, North Carolina, and moved on to larger markets, reporting and anchoring in New Jersey, and became a part of the first female duo anchor team in the country, and she was selected for the cover of New Jersey Monthly Magazine as a person to watch. And we're all still watching, listening, and looking at her because she's still doing things. Although she's moved from the East Coast, where she was in the Big Apple, she received an Emmy nomination for a live spot news coverage of a train crash that happened. She went on to host a Lifetime television talk show called Attitudes. Those of you who watch the Lifetime channel, which we all do every once in a while, we say, I don't want to do that, I don't want to watch it, but we do. And then she went on and met Roger King, and that started her very own internationally syndicated talk show. Now, she moved from there into radio, called The Rose Show, and working with Gloria Steinman and Jane Fonda and launching Greenstone Media Network for Women, always keeping the focus on helping us as women, helping us move forward, seeing what we can be, because real people can still move. You don't have to be an icon, a rich person, well off. You're a plain, ordinary woman who worked very hard to get where she is now. She moved on to an internet talk show called A Brave Here TV View, bringing conscious TV to the internet. And we all know that's where everything is going now, is toward the internet. So to make a move like that, not only is she proud to be there, but paving the way for all of us. Now, she's also taken the time out of the media career to become a novelist. So we add to all of the journalist and media accolades to author. She just completed her first romance novel called Destiny Lingers. All of her community service and education, it's all listed in our program book, and I'm not going to belabor it by going into all of that. I just want you all to welcome to our community and willing to share her thoughts, her experiences, and give us a little oomph to keep going. Please welcome Miss Rolonda Watts. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you today?
Great.
Well, you look great from here. You ought to see yourselves. I was listening to this lady do this introduction, and I'm thinking, man, I'm old. I've been around a long time. Isn't that something? I guess, as my mother always says, and you'll hear her say a lot of things in my speech today, it's amazing how your mothers influence you, isn't it? You know, it's like I find that when I'm up doing speeches and things and I'm talking about the greatest pearls of wisdom I ever had, because I got to tell you, I've been really blessed to be around some really good people who weren't ashamed or afraid to tell me, no, you ain't all that brand new. Hello? The ones who said, okay, your slip is showing. All right, you need to change that hairstyle. Or something. I had good people around me, and my mother's voice comes up all the time. Like, I talked to her just before I got here, and she says to me, she goes, so you're ready for your speech? You know how mothers do, because you're mothers, right? I'm not a mother. I'm a great auntie. I'm a great godmother. But this is what mothers do. She calls me from North Carolina. She's like, what are you wearing? I got to give her the whole rundown about what I'm wearing. What are you going to say? what are you going to talk about? I give her the rundown. Then she goes, whatever you do, don't talk too long. I said, what are you talking about? I talk for a living. What do you mean don't talk too long? She said, well, you know when you get on a roll, you get going. She said, just don't talk too long. I said, well, what are you saying, Ma? You're trying to say that I don't have anything to say? You're trying to say I'm boring? What are you trying to tell me? She said, I'm just trying to tell you that people's behinds get tired after a while. Only your mother can say stuff like that, right? So I'm going to keep it short and sweet and to the point. First of all, I want to thank Joe Cato for having me here. And I want to thank Joe and applaud her because this is the first year of a very big take-on thing, you know? We have these great visions of what we want to do, and this is the first year, and I applaud you for being here because there are 50 million other places that each of you could be. You must have come here for a reason. Joe Cato, I appreciate that you provided a place, a haven, a safe place full of sisters and brothers who are honorary sisters today. To let us come and gab a little bit and give each other strength. Because we're not here to see through each other, we're here to see each other through. This is a good thing, Joe Cato. I want to thank Fifi Locke who got me here. I want to thank all the sponsors, FedEx and Pfizer, and the Mercedes people who I love. Sandy Wolf and John Fleming here, who came in at the last minute and said, hey, we're in this too. It's amazing that when you do good things and you stretch out on a passion and you do something that is authentically you and something you believe in, how you pick up on the energy and people pick up on you. Mercedes, I'm a proud owner of a brand new Mercedes. Okay, I have to say, I turned 51 July 12th.
Woo!
Going into that second millennium, baby, I deserve a Mercedes. And it's Carolina blue, it's beautiful. I'm from North Carolina, so everything's Carolina blue. I said, God, what a tire hill, why is the sky Carolina blue? But thank you, Mercedes, as well, and all the other sponsors, and thank you for being here. My mother told me that if I touched one person today, then I've done my job. And she said, don't forget, people are coming there hungry for something, and will you do me a favor? I said, what, Ma? She said, tell them it's already all right. Tell them it's already all right. Anything you need, and we need a lot in this economy. We're hearing stories, scary stories on the news about 1 million more homeowners are going to go into foreclosure this year. The jobs, I've had to take cutbacks in my jobs. I'm the voice of the Judge Joe Brown show. I'm the one that comes in the beginning of the show and say, all rise, standing for, I'm the voiceover's promo TV. That's me. If y'all have little children, grandchildren watching Curious George, I'm Professor Wiseman, that's me. If you watch CNN and you listening to the Boeing commercial that comes on during the news, that's me. The people of Boeing are working together to keep us together. That's me. You know, I'm shooting, I can't believe it, 51 years old, I'm shooting 4 movies that you haven't seen yet and 1 sitcom for Martin Lawrence. Who knew? I've wanted to be an actor since I was 17 years old, and it hit at 51. 4 lead roles in films you're going to hear about. Wow, yeah, amazing. I don't know if it's because as we get older, we get better. Yeah, or if it's because we believe it. You got to believe it, too. But I'm just saying that whatever I do in my life, it has one common thread that is my passion, and that is storytelling. I'm a Southerner. We sat on porches and told stories. I come from an African heritage, so stories and proverbs are very much a part of our life. And I'm a proud American, and our stories get us through. Those are the things. So what story will you tell in your life about you? What stories will you pick up about something that resonates for you? Because you came here, and I don't say anything